When COVID-19 first threatened our institutions in mid-March, SCDC stopped all visitation, volunteers, and work crews. Only people critical to the operation of the institutions were allowed to enter. Since then, our correctional officers and medical staff have been on the front line of defense for COVID-19.
Well, as far as day-to-day stuff, your normal job, it kind of had to get pushed back just a little bit so we can do what we needed to do to make sure the inmates were fed, the clothes were sanitized, and the building was sanitized. So, we could try to slow the spread as much as possible. We're still pushing, and it's like now you can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, to where now it's like, okay, we're making it, we're doing it, we're going to get through this together.
When a housing unit goes on quarantine, inmates have their vitals checked twice daily. The National Guard is helping us perform this critical task. We all pray for good results.
I've been a nurse for 8 years, and I've been working for SCDC for 6 of those 8 years. And the reason I chose corrections over working at the hospital is because the guys that are in here, they are just the same as the patients that are in the hospital, and they get sick too, and they deserve to be treated the exact same way that we would treat someone in the hospital. Our goal is to provide the same care that we would provide for an inmate or for a patient in the hospital.
We have COVID-positive cases in about half of our institutions, and several prisons, including Allendale, have recovered from outbreaks completely. The inmates play a crucial role in keeping the institution safe and clean.
Well, since it was all new, there was a bit of a panic to begin with because we didn't know exactly what was going on. I thought I had a common cold. Got tested and they said that it was COVID, but the inmate population itself, we were actually confused at the time, kind of anxious. I wouldn't say the other institutions don't, but we care about each other, and we try to make sure, the staff, the leadership, everybody's kind of working together to make sure that we make the impact that we need to make. This is our institution at this point. This is our home. So whatever we can do to make sure we make it as safe as possible, that's what we're doing, and that everybody's working together to make sure that COVID does not come back in here again.
At the end of the day, shifts change, more vitals are checked, and everyone hopes for a quiet night. Then we get ready to do it again in the morning.
Back in March when this first started, we slowed volunteers and visitation down. We never thought that we would be today in September still fighting this battle with COVID-19. I want to make sure that our staff knows that we realize the 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job that they do every day and every night coming through our front doors. I want to make sure our medical staff realizes just how important they are to the everyday operation of our prisons.
This is hard. It's hard to battle an enemy you can't see while keeping everything else as normal as possible.
At SCDC, we are corrections.